Hi everyone, this week's Pick a Pile reading is entitled What Are You Searching For? You've got 3 piles to choose from, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. You choose videos to follow. Hi pile 1 and welcome to your reading. This week's readings are entitled What Are You Searching For? And you chose pile 1. So let's just see what you're searching for, pile 1. Let's see the first one, deception. Right, so you're searching for the truth in something because you've got that word deception. So pile 1 is searching for the truth over something, I think. Speak your truth. Right. Isolation, that's related to the throat chakra. You did pick the blue crystal as well. So it's definitely about speaking your truth. Isolation, you feel as if you can't speak your truth here maybe because you've got that word deception. Cultivate, so it's about cultivating something that you want to achieve. We're talking about what you are searching for. I do feel as if pile 1, you're searching for the answer to something, the truth over something, because you've got the word deception and you've got speak your truth. Discover the unknown. So yes, there's definitely something going on within your world, pile 1, that you are trying to find the truth over, the truth about. You've also got gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Right, so that's a good one, because that's like, if you get taking advice from people, you really don't need the advice. That's what it's saying here, because you know, you're probably an intuitive person, and you know when somebody's deceiving you, and you know when something's not right. So within your world, pile 1, you are searching for the truth over something, whatever that is, because you've got the word deception, you've got cultivate, meaning you need to see what's going on here. You've got speaking the truth over something. Discovery and the unknown, because that's because you don't know what's going on, because there's deception in the mix here. Isolation is not being able to find out the answers properly within this situation maybe. So let's just see if I can get some tarot. See if we can enlighten a little bit more here with what we've got going. So pile 1. What are you searching for? In what area are you seeking the truth in? Let's just have a look. You've got completion. Well, that completion card there, when I look at that completion card, which is the world card in a normal tarot, I'm looking at that puzzle piece, and how that last piece of the puzzle is going to be placed so that you can find the truth out about something. You are piecing all the bits of something together in order to get to the truth of something. You are searching for the truth in something. The 3 of Swords, that's isolation in this case. It's isolation. You've got isolation here as well. You can't find out the answer to something. You feel as if maybe people are keeping something from you here with that deception card. There's definitely something going on within this reading for pile 1 that's keeping the truth away from a situation, away from you. You're trying to piece the bits together within your world with the puzzle, with the completion. Isolation here, which is the 3 of Swords, and isolation here is to do with the throat chakra and speaking your truth. You can't speak your truth over something unless you've got all the information at hand. Let's just see. And that one there, you don't need someone else to fix you. No, because you're quite intuitive over things, I feel, and you don't need people to keep the truth from you. You can take it. You're strong enough to take the truth. Perhaps there's people who are not telling you the whole truth because maybe they don't feel as if you're strong enough to hear it. Let's just see what else. Slowing down. Now that's slowing down. That is a... I'm trying to think what it is. It's a pentacle. So that slowing down is a Knight of Pentacles. Yes, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles is just that. It's about taking each piece of the puzzle and putting it together to find out the truth of something. It's taking your time over it, getting all the information you need over this situation before you can go any further with it. I hope I'm making sense so far. I'm going to take some more tarot cards and see if we can get any more. But pile one, what are you searching for? Well, you're searching for the truth of something that's going on within your world. You feel isolated. You feel as if you haven't got all the facts over something. There's deception going on. You're trying to piece together the puzzle here that helps you to move forward with a situation. Perhaps you need to make a decision over something, but you can't make that decision because you don't know all the information. So you're finding it hard and you're feeling isolated because you can't speak your truth over something because it's hidden in some way, in some aspect here. You're trying to cultivate the answers here with this card. You're trying to cultivate the answers in order to put the last piece of the puzzle together before you can actually get to the truth of something. That's more like what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, look at this. You've got the Knight of Pentacles twice. That's the Knight of Pentacles in this pack. It's called Slowing Down. That's the Knight of Pentacles in the ordinary tarot. And that is the Knight sitting there waiting for the answers. You're definitely waiting for the answers of something. You're waiting for something to come out into the open. There's a deception that you are waiting to find out the answers to. Couldn't be any clearer there. You got the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles again is about studying. It's about studying what's going on. Pages are new beginnings, but the new beginnings in this particular case in a grounded way. The like you are dotting the I's and crossing the T's before you go any further over something. That page is you studying whatever it is, studying this deception in order to speak the truth, or you're searching for the truth. So the page again is you studying and trying to search out the truth over something. The isolation card there and the isolation card here too is you can't speak out over something until you've got all the pieces of the puzzle together. Wow. You've got that Six of Wands. Now the Six of Wands is a victory. The Six of Wands is a win over something. So whatever it is you are seeking the truth over, with that Six of Wands next, and it's underneath the light, which is about you taking your time over it, nitpicking all the pieces before you do anything about it, you'll come out on top of this situation. That's what I'm getting there. You will definitely come out on top of this situation, but you really have got to take your time over it, find out all the answers, because you are searching for something, and it's something that you really feel deeply about, because that isolation there, which is the Three of Swords, is about letting something go that may be painful. It may be making you feel as if you're the only one who can do this as well, because we've got that idea of you don't need someone else to fix you. It may be that you're the only one who can sort this situation out within your world. Let's just see if we just get a card that's tuning in. Now, if I was to put that Four of Cups underneath the victory, that Six of Wands, if I was to put the Four of Cups under it, which is called turning in, it's about you again thinking and taking your time over this situation, getting all the facts, all the pieces of the puzzle before you can go any further with whatever it is you are seeking the truth over. Don't forget, this reading this week is called What Are You Searching For? You are searching for the truth of something. You are searching for an answer to something within your world, pile one. You're searching for an answer because you feel as if there's a deception going on. And this deception that's going on, it may be that people are not telling you the whole truth of something, and you are trying to put the pieces together yourself because you are not being told the whole story of something, if that makes sense. You've got receptivity. Now that receptivity there, that is the Queen of Cups. And I said earlier, didn't I? I said that you are quite intuitive with this card here. You don't need someone else to fix you. You already know intuitively that something is wrong. That receptivity is you again deeply thinking. It's crossing another Knight of Pentacles there. It's deeply thinking about how this is going to pan out, because you do know that there's something going on. I don't know what's going on within your world, obviously, because it's a general reading, but you will know what I'm talking about if you can take this reading. You are searching for the truth over something. You feel there's a deception going on. You are trying to put the pieces together with that completion. You're trying to fit the last puzzle in before you can actually speak your truth. Here, speak your truth. You're in isolation at the moment because you can't say too much because you haven't got all the information. You do know there's a deception going on, and the card's advice is you're slowing it all down with the Knight of Pentacles in order to take it one piece at a time, one puzzle piece at a time, until you get your answers over something. Turning in and receptivity. Both these cards are saying really deeply think about your next move before you have anything, you know, before you say what you want to say with this speak your truth. Discover the unknown quantity within this reading. Discover what it is that you know you're being deceived over before you say anything. Take it slowly. Don't rush into anything at the moment. The dream, that Six of Cups in this particular pack is called the dream, and I think that's what you've got to do. You've actually got to go into the dream world, if that makes sense. Slow it down. Think of all the aspects of this situation before you say anything. You feel as if you can't speak your truth yet because the cards have not, there's not enough information. There's something hidden with that deception. You feel as if there's people behind you who are not giving you the whole of the answers to something. Maybe they don't think you're strong enough. I keep getting these words. Maybe they don't think you're strong enough to hear the whole truth. But you don't need someone else to fix you. You can fix yourself. You just need to know the truth, because if you know the truth, you can then become strong and carry on doing what you've got to do. But I think what it is with pile one, my pile ones here, is when you don't have the information, you start overthinking things, don't you? You start overthinking because you haven't got the whole truth. Once you've got the truth, I do feel as if you're strong enough and you don't need anyone else to fix you. You just need to know the truth of the situation in order to feel as if people are not deceiving you behind your back, if that makes sense. I'll see if I can just take a couple more cards to clarify anything else for you, pile one. But what are you searching for? Well, you're searching for the truth in something. You feel as if you're being deceived over something, and you're searching for the truth before you can actually say anything. You've got that Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is, again, you resting your mindset, resting before your next, I want to say your next battle. Resting before your next battle comes to mind here, but you're really slowing it down and you're finding out all the information before you do your next, you know, battle into something, if that makes sense. You've got the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. Again, I said before, if you're not getting told the whole truth of something, you're going to think all sorts of other things are happening. This collaboration card is a card that's what needs to be done. People need to talk to each other, collaborate instead of deceiving behind the closed doors, you know, saying things behind a person's back. You know something's going on here and you don't need anyone else to fix you. You know that. You are the Queen of Cups. You are receptive to things that's going on around you, but if it's not being, you know, if it's not being said or it's not coming out into the open, you know that you think of it as deception because people aren't speaking the truth, if that's making sense. You're searching for the truth. You're searching for answers. That's really, really clear in these cards. Right, you've got that Eight of Wands. Now, that Eight of Wands is swift news coming your way. Now, it's landed on the Victory, so I do feel as if the truth that you are seeking will be coming your way, and when it does come your way, it'll come quickly. It'll come fast for you. And there's it's crossing the Victory card, so it's a win-win for you because you'll know the truth of a situation. Now, whether that truth of a situation makes you move one way or another, I can't say, but I can say that once you get the news, you will feel as if you've won something because it's crossing the Victory card here, and that's, you tuning in to this situation, the victory card and this swift news coming your way. I'll see if I can clarify anything else. The swift news that's coming your way, is it going to be something that you're going to be happy about? Because you are feeling at the moment as if there's a deception going on. Right, you've got that Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is you keeping on top of a situation. It may be a stressful situation, but you are on top of it. You can keep on top of this situation. You know, you don't need someone else to fix you here. You can keep on top of this situation, wherever that situation is within your world. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is mind how you say things, mind how you go about saying things over this situation. But we have got isolation, we have got speaking your truth, so I think you already are. Trying not to say too much until you get all the information that you need, until that last piece of the puzzle is in place. You are trying not to say too much, but that Page of Swords can be you know, the energy of the page can be someone who says things before they think about it. So I think that's why this isolation card is here twice, because you need to really think about it before you say too much. The Fool. Wow. Right, that Fool card is the situation when it's finished. That Fool card is taking that leap of faith, going with the flow of it, and whatever it is that you need to know the truth about, you will get the answers to whatever it is you need to know the truth about. It will make you feel, whatever that truth is, it will make you feel as if you're now free to do your next move. You will be free to do the next stage within this situation, because the Fool is you being freed from this isolation, you being freed from this feeling of deception. You know, and you being able now, after this news, at this victory here with the news, you being able now to speak your truth instead of being in isolation over it. No, you don't need anyone else to fix you. You are the Queen of Cups here. You can see beyond a situation. You can discover the unknown here. You can discover what this deception is, because you've got the Fool. And the Fool is going with the flow of the situation, taking your time over it until you get all the information you need. And you have got that Eight of Wands, which is news coming your way, and it lies on top of the victory card, being seen and being victorious over this situation. I hope that makes sense to pile one, but what are you searching for? You're searching for the truth in something that's going on within your world. At the moment you feel deceived. You feel as if something is hidden from you. You are slowly piecing together the puzzle in order to bring this to fruition. You feel isolated because you can't speak your truth until you've got all the information. You've gathered it all up. You're taking your time finding the information out, but once you've got that information, it will be a victorious thing for you, because then you can then decide what you're doing next over this situation. The Fool is in the mix, so it's about taking that leap of faith and going with the flow of something, or just, you know, being able to speak your truth and not worry about what you say because of what's been going on. I hope that makes sense. The cards are just advising you to get all the pieces of the puzzle together first, and don't say anything until you've got all the information. I hope that helps you, pile one. Have a good day. Bye. Hi, pile two, and welcome to your reading. This week's readings are about what are you searching for. So let's just see what you've got for pile two. What are you searching for? A need to face up to reality. Wow. A need to face up to reality. Right, okay. So let's just see what we've got with that. Victim. Wow. Okay, victim. Change the way you think. Wow. This is quite clear up to now. Environment. Victim, change the way you think. A need to face up to reality. Speak your truth. Wow, we had speak your truth in pile one, but it was a completely different set of cards. The same message though. Endings are inevitable. Okay. So let's just talk about these for a moment for pile 2. What are you searching for? You're searching for, I would say, completion in some way. A need to face up to reality in your particular circumstances here is to look at the environment that you're in, and instead of thinking yourself a victim of a circumstance, that's why we've got this change the way you think here and speaking your truth. Change the way you think and look at the environment you are in. Don't think of yourself as a victim. If something has to change, endings are just a way of a new beginning in another way, in another thing within your world. You've got endings are inevitable. So there's something within your world that is going to end. It's inevitable here. It tells you that. So you've got to face up to the reality of it. It may be something that you don't want to end. It may be something that you don't want to end. But life is, it's just that, it's about endings and beginnings all the time, and changing the way you think will make you stronger when it comes to ending something within your world. You will become stronger if you don't let yourself become a victim of it, by changing the way you think, speaking your truth over something and knowing that your environment isn't right for you, and facing up to that reality of it will help you to change and to end something that's not quite right within your world. I hope that's making sense. What are you searching for? You're searching for, I would say, within your world, you're searching for comfort. You're searching for just for happiness within your environment, instead of feeling like it's a hostile environment that you're in. You want it to be an environment that makes you feel relaxed, and in order to do that you will have to change your environment. And this card here that says to you a need to face up to reality is just that. You need to face up to the reality that unless you change something within your world, unless you change it, the thing that you're searching for, which I feel at the moment the thing you're searching for is comfort within your world, is relaxation and not having a stressful environment around you. That's the feeling I'm getting here. You need to face up to the reality that you have to change it. Endings here are inevitable in order to change a situation. We're talking about what are you searching for. You've got the courage. Wow. That card of courage there is what you need. You need the courage to be able to say to yourself, well, this isn't working, and I'm searching for something much better for me. I'm searching for a relaxing atmosphere. I'm searching for a happy home life, a happy job situation. I'm searching for something that helps me. And instead of me feeling I'm a victim of a circumstance I can't change, I need to face up to the reality of this, speak my truth, speak the truth either to people around you or to yourself when it comes to facing up to the reality of this situation you're in. Endings are inevitable, because if it's something that you don't want to live with anymore, then you need to change it. You've got to have the courage to do that, and that might be the thing. You may not be lacking the courage to do it, because it is hard when you have to change something you've perhaps lived with for a long time. Slowing down. Now that slowing down in this particular pack is the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles is about watching, waiting and going for something at the right time. Pentacles are about the environment. Pentacles are about your everyday living circumstances, and in this case the slowing down here, the page, the Knight of Pentacles rather, is slowing things down. Now it may also be that you've just kept going at this particular pace instead of facing up to reality and changing things around you. It may be that you've just been plodding along, because when I look at that tortoise, I think plodding along with what's going on around you without changing or facing up to the reality of something here. Intensity. The intensity there in this particular thing is a Knight of Wands. Now the Knights of Wands are a fast moving card. You've got two cards that contradict each other. You've got the slowing down card with that Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the intensity of the Knight of Wands. Now if I was to look at these two cards within this situation here, you may be putting things off with the slowing down card, with that Knight of Pentacles, keeping it at one pace, slowing it down, not actually doing anything about it. And the cards could be telling you here, you need to do something about it with that intensity, with the Knight, which is a fast moving card. You need to really think about where this sits within your world, pile 2. Because what are you searching for? You're searching for something to change. You need to face up to the reality of something that you're not happy with within your world. Don't let yourself become a victim of this. That slowing down card, it may be you being the victim of something that's going on and just plodding along with it instead of changing the way things are. Endings are inevitable, especially if you're unhappy. You can't go on for the rest of your life being unhappy in a situation. That intensity, which is the Knight of Wands, is telling you to move something along faster than you are actually moving it along, because it follows the slowing down card, which is the Knight of Pentacles. That card is saying you need to move a little bit faster. You need to have the courage to change something within your world. I hope I'm making sense so far. But the reading this week is about, what are you searching for? You're searching for, I feel, within your world, balance. You're searching for balance to live a happy life. You're searching for an environment that is happy, relaxed, and something that you can just, you know, you're allowed to speak your truth within this world that you're in without it becoming a problem. That kind of environment. You want that kind of environment. That's what you're searching for. You've got to face up to reality, because if you don't think you're going to get it within this situation you're in right now, it's time to end something and start something new. Have the courage to do that. Wow. Now that inner voice is the High Priestess. That is you thinking within your world and going within in order to have the courage to do something, to change something up. That inner voice is how you really need to think about it deeply and know that you've got the courage within you to do it. You've just got to reach deep within inside of you for that courage in order to do something. Once you take that step, there's no going back, and you need to not be the victim of this. You need to be the Knight of Wands with this, the intensity of the Knight. Have that courage to do something. Control. Right. Now, that King of Swords may be the reason why you are not doing what you want to do, because that King of Swords is a controlling, whatever it is within your world, there's a controlling nature about it. It may be that you're with someone who's very controlling, who controls your every move. And so you are just going along with it because it's sitting under the slowing down card. It's sitting under that Knight of Pentacles, and that Knight of Pentacles is plodding along, just going their own at a certain speed. It may be that there's someone within your world who controls the environment around you, and you need to face up to the reality of that. This has got to change within your world. This has got to end. Endings are inevitable. That's what it says within this reading. Wow. You've got the Fighting card. Now, if you look at that Fighting card there, that Fighting card is the Knight of Swords. You've got 3 knights and a king. You've got one knight which is slowing things down. I do feel as if this is the situation at the moment with this slowing down knight, with this Knight of Pentacles, just watching and slowing down and being controlled. Being controlled, I feel, by that Knight of Swords and that King of Swords, which is a mindset, a mind game. And it's on the same row as the inner voice, which is within your mind, within your own mind. Controlling a situation here, maybe what you're in, you may be in a situation where you're being controlled, or the things around you you feel are out of your control and you can't do anything about it. That's why the cards are saying to you a need to face up to reality, to change your environment, have the courage to do that, change the way you think, have the courage to do it, speak your truth over something, don't think of yourself as a victim. Endings are inevitable. Endings are inevitable no matter what's going on within your world. For everybody, endings are inevitable. So think about it like that. And go with the intensity of the night when you are trying to change something, not the slowing down of that Knight of Pentacles, if that's making sense. Let's see if I can get some more cards. But the three middle cards are all about controlling the urge, fighting, the mindset, controlling a situation. Maybe there's someone around you who wants to break away from whatever world you're in, and you don't want that to happen, but there's a need to face up to reality here. We're talking for what you are searching for. You're searching for a balanced environment. You're not going to get a balanced environment if there's one part of your environment that's being controlled and it's not something that you want to happen. You need to speak your truth. You need to face up to the reality of something that's got to change. Let's have a look. Right, you've got that Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is news coming swiftly towards you. It goes with that, to me, it goes with that Knight of Wands, which is the intensity card. You need to, with the Eight of Wands and that Knight, you need to move something along in order to change it. You need to face up the reality, up to the reality of something that's going on within your world. In order to change it, you need to face up to the reality that it has to end, because endings are inevitable here. It has to end. This control within this situation has to end. This fighting within this situation has to end in order to move something forward. Wow. You got the Five of Swords. Now that Five of Swords is about it's sitting under control. It's about fighting, and that's fighting. These three cards here, it's about fighting a situation, trying to keep control of a situation here. Battles always being fought over something. Now, you have to face up to the reality that this is not what you, if it's not what you want in your world, you have to face up to the reality that this has got to change here. And you've got to not just go along with it, with the slowing down card, which is that Knight of Pentacles. You've got to face it head on with the intensity of the Knight of Wands. Have the courage of your own convictions. Have the courage to change your environment. Face up to the reality of it. Don't be a victim of it, because endings are inevitable within this situation. What are you searching for? You're searching for advice, maybe, with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is sitting under the fighting card and the Knight of Wands. Now, I've told you you need to fight this. You need to go with the intensity of the Knight. The fighting card is a Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords will fight back. The Hierophant may be the advice you need because you can't do it on your own. Maybe you lack the courage to do something on your own. If it's a big thing that's going on within your world and you are embroiled in a fighting situation where there's a controlling nature around you, you may need to take advice before you can change the reality within your world, if that makes sense. Let's just see if I can get any more information before I can do anything else with this reading. But pile 2, what are you searching for? You're searching for balance. You're searching for you're just searching for a peaceful environment, I'd say, here. But you've got to face up to the reality of something here, and that is that unless you change the way you think, face up to the reality that things are not going to change with this controlling nature that's going on within your world here. You need to face that reality first. Don't think of yourself as a victim. all the time. You need to fight for what you want here. Look at that. You've got the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups is not seeing something, maybe not even seeing the help that you could have if you really wanted to do this. Have the courage to seek out the help. Don't put your head in the sand and not look for the help you need and just keep going along because it's easier for you. If you want to change your reality, you need to face up to something that's going on within your world. You're just searching for a relaxing environment is what I'm getting here. But because you've got this controlling thing that's going on within your world and you're not in control of it, you need to face up to the reality that instead of being the victim, speak your truth, change the way you think and do something about it. And that Four of Cups is saying to me, if you're offered help with the Hierophant, that if you're offered help, don't ignore it. Now the Empress there is about growing something. It's about being relaxed within your environment, growing something from seed. And it is about growing something from seed. It's about growing a new environment for you, pile 2, because that's what you're searching for. And that Five of Cups there is just what we've been saying. You need to let go of the things that are making you unhappy and look to the future. The future is only a step behind you. You've just got to face up to the reality of what's going on here. Have the courage to do something about it. Don't let a controlling situation control everything within your world. Speak your truth, and endings are inevitable within a situation where there's people around you that maybe don't want to end something that's controlling. That's what I want to say there. But you're searching for a peaceful environment. I'll try and get one more card if I can. I haven't got much time. Right. Wow. Look at that. That's a good card. Now, if you change the way you think, face up to the reality of it, fight for what is right for you, and have the courage to do that, what you are searching for is just a peaceful environment where you can speak without it being shut down every time you say something here. And that celebration card is what you're after. You just have to, an environment where you can be happy with friends and family without a controlling nature around you. I hope that makes sense for pile 2. I'd like to pick more cards, but I haven't got any more time. So pile 2, what you're searching for, a peaceful environment, but you need to face up to reality of something within your world. Don't let yourself become a victim of it. Endings are inevitable if it's not going to be what you really want in your life. I hope that makes sense. Have a good day, pile 2. Bye. Hi pile 3 and welcome to your reading. This week's reading is called What Are You Searching For? And you picked pile 3. So let's just have a look what we've got for you. You've got studying. Okay, so you've got that word studying. Ascension, right. Ascension, studying. No place like home. Right. Forgive. Forgive. Love. Got that word love. Forgive. Ascension. No place like home. Okay. And acceptance. Okay. Okay, so let's just have a look at what we've got with these first. No place like home. Now that is calling me. That's what's jumping out at me. No place like home and the word studying. I do feel as if I'm talking to pile 3s who are home birds, who want to stay at home. Perhaps they're studying for something, but they're doing something at home because there's no place like home. They want to perhaps do something within a job situation. I'm picking up a job situation because of the studying. They want to do something within their work environment. They want to ascend to something better, but they'd like it to be from home because there's no place like home for them. Their love of their home environment is something that they want to do within the work environment here. We've got that word forgive and acceptance there. Maybe I'm talking to people or perhaps you've been trying for a lot of jobs and you've not been getting many interviews. That's what's coming to mind as I'm looking at this. You want to get something with the Ascension card. You're studying for something, but you'd like something to do with a home environment. You like to do your things close to home. You don't want to go too far within your environment. You love to be at home. You love your environment. Now, it may be that if you're getting a lot of jobs turned down or not even answered when you're looking for jobs, for instance, you have to sort of accept it and just carry on and go for the next job, if that makes sense. That forgive card is just about each time each time you sort of ignored over a job, or you look for a job and they say, we don't want you this time, sorry, just let that situation go, accept it, and then move for the next one. Don't stop looking. Don't stop trying to get further up the ladder or looking because you haven't got the right one yet, if that makes sense. That's what I'm picking up at the moment. We've got no place like home. You want something that's close to home maybe for you, or you'd like to even work within your home. That's what you love. Your environment is your home. That's what you love here. That's what I'm picking up. And I've got that word studying. So that is what's jumping out at me with the word studying, is looking for jobs. I don't know why, but I'm getting looking for jobs. And you want to ascend to something. You keep looking for something. Maybe you're looking for a different job to what you've got already. I don't know, but let's just see what the cards are going to tell me. What are you searching for? You may be searching for a different job and you're studying for a different job, but you'd like a job that's more what you love, working from home maybe. Here is what I'm picking up here. You want to get a job maybe with better prospects here. But if you keep getting turned down, this acceptance and forgive cards are telling me not to give up. Just accept that, that one, and go to the next one. If that's making sense so far. Change. Yeah. We've got the karmic wheel. We've got the wheel of change. I do feel as if I'm talking to someone who wants a change within their environment. Maybe they're working where they're commuting a lot, and they're studying this idea of a new job, and they're looking for a new job. No place like home. They'd love to work nearer their home or within their home. They love their home environment, and that's where they want to stay. There's a change on the cards here, or they really want to change what's going on. What are you searching for? I think pile 3, you're searching for something within the work environment where you can work from home more. You're studying maybe to actually bring your qualifications higher so that you can get a job working from home, because you love no place like home for you. The forgiveness and the acceptance is when you get these failures where they say, we don't want you this time. You've got to accept it and forgive yourself. Don't think it's all about because you're not good enough. You are studying for something better within your work environment and feeling work environment, and you want to change. That's what I'm picking up for pile 3. Right, you've got that King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of healing. It's a card of healing this situation where you feel that every time you get a setback here, you can't accept it. You have to accept it. People out there are looking for jobs, and there's hundreds of people searching for the one job. And that's just it, isn't it? Ascension, maybe that you have to study, do some more qualifications to get the job that you want. To get this, what you really want, what you're searching for, is working from home. No place like home and love. That's what you want. You would love to do something working from home. The studying card and the ascension card is telling me that you may need to get more qualifications so that you're not getting what's the word, when they tell you can't have that job, dismissed or whatever it is, when they let you down and you have an interview and they say, no, we don't want you anymore, we don't want you, you need more qualifications. These two here tell me that you may need to get some more qualifications with the study and the ascension here in order for your dream of working from home here comes to fruition. And just forgive yourself and accept the fact that you're not going to be able to get the first job that you see on the computer, if that makes sense. Healing, this healing card, is a situation where with that King of Cups, you need to be in this mindset of not thinking it's about you. It's not. They won't take everybody. They'll only take the top students who have been studying and who prove that they've got these qualifications. This is what I'm picking up as I'm looking at these cards. Beyond illusion. Now that beyond illusion is judgment. That's what I think you're doing. I do actually think you are judging every time you get a setback with an interview. I think you're judging yourself, thinking you're not good enough. And that's so not true. You just need to study and get a few more qualifications here if you want to work with a job that you love and you've got no place like home here. I think you want a job nearer to where you live or even working from home. That is what's coming to mind as I am talking to pile 3. What are you searching for, pile 3? I feel as if you're searching for a job that you love and that you want to work at home for, that you want to be at home more or nearer to your home with a job. And I think every time you get a setback, because you've applied for lots of jobs, and every time you get a setback, I think you have to not judge it as it being your fault, but judge it as the situation is. You know, you need more qualifications maybe for what you are wanting to do with your life, and you need to just keep going at it. That's what I want to say there. Yeah, look at that. You've got that 9 of Swords. Now, the 9 of Swords in this pack is called sorrow. I do really think it's about how you're feeling whenever you get a setback with your interviews and applying for jobs here. That's what I'm picking up. Because the job you're after may need more qualifications before you'll get the chance of having that job. You want to work nearer to your home environment or even at home with a job. But every time you get a setback, it's because I feel here you need to study for more qualifications here for it. And every time you get a setback, you're judging yourself as being a failure, and you're not. You just need to study a little bit more for the job. There you go. We've just been talking about jobs. And what have you got? The Rebel. Well, the Rebel is the Emperor, and the Emperor is all about jobs. He's the boss of the company, and in order for you to become the boss of your own life here, you need the jobs that you're after. You may need to get some more qualifications for here with the studying and the ascension card here. You may need more qualifications, but every time you get a setback, stop judging yourself and feeling as if it's only you and why can't I get this job. Think beyond that now. Think beyond it. Change your idea. Change your outlook. Ascend and studying are what you need to do. Maybe get a few more qualifications there. Number 2 in the packet, the 2 of Cups, friendliness. That's about partnering up. That's about you and something else. Now, I want to say that's about you and this job that you're looking for, this new job. If you look at the friendliness card, it's the 2 of Cups. And if you look at the foil, those 2 beautiful trees, they speak to me of love and love of your home environment. That's what they do to me there. So what I'm saying is, this is what you'd love to do. This is what you are searching for, pile 3. Let's see if I can get some more cards and see if I can do anything else to enlighten us on this reading. But pile 3, what are you searching for? You're searching for a job that you're going to love, that's nearer to your home or within your home. You want that type of job. You want a job that's nearer to you, nearer to the place you love, the place you live, or even within your home. But every time you get knocked back because you don't get the job you go for, you are judging yourself as being in the wrong. But I think the cards are telling me, well, the cards are telling me that in order for you to get what you want in life, what you're searching for, pile 3, you may need to get some more qualifications here with the ascension and the studying, if that's making sense, right? You've got that 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands is about putting up the defences, and that's just what you do. You judge yourself every time something goes wrong. You judge yourself. You don't think it's because you haven't got the qualifications you need. You think it's you on a personal level. So you're putting up these barriers, and straight away, before you've even applied for it, you may even be thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to get it. So you don't put your whole heart and soul in the application form, because you're thinking, if you look at those 3, you want to change, but you're also already in this idea of sorrow where you're not going to get the job, and you're putting up the barriers straight away. So that tells me that you need to change that outlook there. If you want to get a different job, a job that you're going to love because it's nearer to your home, if you want that in your life, you need to get yourself out of this idea that you're not going to get a job before you've even applied for it, if that's making sense. Stop judging it like that. Wow, you've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles actually is the King of Plenty. You've got to see yourself as the King of Plenty in order to heal this situation. Think of yourself as the person who's got everything they need within their arsenal, within their qualifications to go for that job. And you really need to sell yourself. Sell yourself and say, I can do this. I've got these qualifications. I am good enough for this job. Don't judge yourself for the failures. Judge yourself for the successes you are going to have when you're looking for your next job, because that's what you're doing, pile 3. You're searching for another job. Right? Now, you've got that 5 of Cups. That 5 of Cups tells me that there's been 3 jobs that have been you've wanted to go for, and they've turned you down. Straight away, they've turned you down. That's what it's telling me now, because of the way I'm thinking. And you're judging it because you've got this interviews and nothing's come of them. You're judging it here as, what's the point of carrying on? But your attitude has got to change if you want to do what you really love, which is working from home or a job near your home. You've got to accept that you will get things, you know, you won't get every job you go for, but you've got to sell yourself with that King of Pentacles. And instead of looking at the things that's gone, that you can't have, look at the foil. There are jobs on the horizon for you, because there's 2 cups behind you and a bridge that you have to cross in order to make your life better. Stop judging your failures. Start judging your successes. Start judging the things that you are good at, and really sell yourself with that King of Pentacles when it comes to your interviews. Think of yourself as you've already got the job. And when you don't, and if you don't get the job that time, try and try again. Accept it, and then go for the next one. That's the way you're going to change. And that's the way you're going to get the thing that you're searching for, pile 3. The way you're going to get the thing that you're searching for is by not being knocked back by the things that haven't happened, you know, but going for it with that King of Pentacles and showing them what you're made of, if that makes sense. And studying if you need more qualifications for that job. Right, there you go. You've got that 3 of Wands, which is you setting out on this new adventure with this new idea within your mindset, that if you don't get this particular job and you ask them why, and they say you need more qualifications, you go out and you get these more qualifications for it. That's what I'm trying to say here with that 3 of Wands. You are asking, what's the problem? You are then going out, setting out and fixing that problem. Right, you've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is advice. And I've just said you need to ask the advice, haven't I? You are the King of Plenty. You need to show them what you're made of with that King of Pentacles. If you want this new job, if you want a different job, You need to ask their advice when you don't get anywhere within a particular job. Ask them why. That's the advice there. You're asking them why. That's you saying to them, where do I go from here? Why? They'll give you the advice. And if the advice is saying get more qualifications here with the Ascension and the studying card, that is what you need to do in order to achieve this idea that you've got of working nearer your home or working from home. And your last card is the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands is a wonderful card to have, because the energy of the Queen of Wands is an energy of getting something done. It's an energy of creativity. It's an energy of looking beyond the failures and going for what you really want to do. So pile 3, what are you searching for? You're searching for a new job. You're searching for something nearer to home because you like being in your own home environment. This is what you love. When it comes to jobs that are turned down, you need to forgive yourself and think you're thinking it's your fault. Accept the fact that it isn't your fault, that there's lots of other people who may be more qualified for it than you. So instead of going away from that interview full of sorrow and on the defensive here and saying, well, what's the point of looking for any more jobs? I'm never going to get anywhere. You need to ask them, with that King of Pentacles, ask them why, take the advice they give you, and some of that advice, if I'm not wrong here, will be you need more qualifications. When you get that advice, that's when you may need to get some more qualifications for that job. If that's making sense. I hope that's making sense. But pile 3, what are you searching for? You're searching for a new job. And the new job that you're searching for may need more study and more qualifications, but it'll be so worth it in the end, because it'll be something that you love and it'll be in a place that you love to do that job in, if that makes sense.